That's the thing. We never really heard from the Sixers because the Sixers never really thought it was even a chance.
You lie!
And I talked to Bob a lot, but we talk about other things. Because the Sixers never really thought it was even a chance. And I talked to Bob a lot, but we talk about other things.
Get him!
Kermit the Paul, welcome to an episode of When Having a Podcast Goes Wrong. You talk too much. You just exposed how the whole Sixers trade came to fruition, and I'll break it down.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this.
This is the same old Clutch Sports way. Collude with other players and teams, get the inside information, and then start making moves. You exposed yourself when you said that what you and Bob Myers talk all the time, to the point where you knew you fucked up when you said that because you made that dumbass face, right? So Bob Myers, who knows better than the GM who they're trying to acquire and who they are going after? Bob Myers told Rich Paul, we're about to get Jaylen Brown. Tyrese Maxey already knows. But let's just sit still until we get this trade done. I'll report it back to LeBron, and therefore we can bring LeBron over there to stack the deck and win him another championship.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
No, never even thought it was a chance. We started having conversations about just basketball in itself and how things could play out and what it takes to actually win and where, not to get into everything, but
I made a video about this probably 14 days ago when I said LeBron is going to the Sixers, especially after that Jaylen Brown trade came down, because they started building and putting shooters on the team. Anthony Simons, fast, athletic, and he's streaking from three. Dean Wade, quote unquote, is a known three-point shooter. You got Tyrese Maxey that can shoot threes. You got VJ Edgecombe that can shoot threes. You got Jaylen Brown that can shoot threes. He's not as good, but he can hit them here and there. Joel Embiid that can shoot threes. They secretly were plotting and built this team for LeBron James to be successful, because we all know if he's the facilitator on the offensive side of the ball, he needs to be surrounded by shooters.
But wait! There's more!
There were three people instrumental in making this signing happen. Number one was Tyrese Maxey. They said a couple of times that he was very much so aggressive about bringing LeBron James to the 76ers, being that that's his boss. Nick Nurse, who's also signed to Clutch Sports, and Bob Myers. What do all three of those people have in common? They're all in bed with Kermit the Paul. They colluded to make this trade happen. And I said this last week. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to trade Joel Embiid at the trade deadline. If you pay attention to this guy's whole 24-year career, it's a pattern. He does the same thing over and over again. You just got to read between the lines. I don't care what nobody says. I believe he had Anthony Davis traded to get Luka. He had in his mind that they're going to get him Luka, and Luka's going to play second fiddle to him. But the Lakers had other plans in mind. After that 2017 finals, when Kyrie, quote unquote, wasn't playing up to his standards, he tried to have him traded for Eric Bledsoe, who was also signed to Clutch Sports. Now the light is on Joel Embiid. If he plays injured, he's not available like he should be as LeBron's co-host, he's going to have him traded. Now, here he goes again, recycling players. Getting KCP over to the 76ers, who used to play with him on the damn Lakers. Just like he did with Tristan Thompson, just like he did with J.R. Smith. It's all patterns. It's a repetitive action.
Paper versus play is two different things. Paper is the paper. You have to play. So I don't think they're the favorites. I think they'll be a tough out, but I don't think they're the favorites.
In year one,
there goes that good old safety net. They're not the favorites. I've heard Rich Paul say this, Monica McNutt say this, Stephen A. Smith say this, Max Kellerman say this, Shams Charania say this. It's been put in its cycling through the media right now. How the hell is a team not favored when you have 4 number 1 options on one team?
Nigga!
They're throwing this out there just in case They underperform. How are you not a favorite with 4 number 1 options on one team? You got one guy that's a 4-time champion. You got another guy that's an Eastern Conference Finals MVP and a Finals MVP and a damn champion. You got another guy that averaged 28. You got another guy that's an MVP. You got a rookie that averaged 16. You got another player that averaged 15. Then you got Feline Jr. that averaged 19 in the Summer League. But if they underperform, it's going to all fall on the teammates. LeBron James is going to get away scot-free. We all know Bronda can be very calculated and strategic when it comes to building his teams, right? You got Tyrese Maxey, who can be like a Kyrie Irving type of figure. You got Jaylen Brown, that can be like a D-Wade type of figure. And you got Joel Embiid, who can be that Anthony Davis type of guy. Because we both know if Joel Embiid is out there, healthy, available, and can play, he's capable of taking over a game on any given night. And that's all 3 of those players. If he goes out, if he's injured, they'll be able to carry him to the playoffs, if not the finals. But the only person that's mentally prepared for what's about to go down next season is Jaylen Brown, because he was taking so much criticism in Boston playing next to Jason Tatum. The other 2, I don't think are mentally strong enough.
What more do you want from me?
By the time this whole dog and pony show is over, that'll be Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid. But let's get into some more foolishness that Kermit the Paul let fly out of his mouth, shall we?
Because in his 8 years in LA, he has won championship, went to Western Conference Finals, had some good seasons, whatever, but has the same as many championships as Giannis, as Joker, as Shea, as Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
I see what you just did there, Kermit. These guys got 1 championship in 8 years. Why is people only calling out LeBron James? The circumstances were different, dummy. Those guys were drafted to their team. Everybody except Shea, who was traded there his 2nd year. They patiently waited. They got some trades. They got some drafts. They came into themselves probably like around years 4 and 6. And they willed their teams to championships as newer players. Your guy had everything in his advantage playing with the Lakers in that 8-year tenure, right? He got to go to the bubble. He got to handpick his teammates to go into the bubble, which included 2 champions and 2 Hall of Famers in a YMCA gymnasium with a bunch of people on computer screens. These guys actually won in front of the world. They got their parades. They won in a stadium full of people being there in a presence and playing in that energy. It's a difference. He's expected to do this. He's an 18-year veteran. He got all the advantages and he managed to squeeze out 1 ring. But I bet you this, Rich Paul won't mention the season after that when he had 4 Hall of Famers on 1 team, will he?
No.
Kermit, I'm going to need you to stop talking, bro. You don't know basketball. You haven't been paying enough close attention. And this podcast was just created to help reset some of LeBron's failures. But how about you being an agent? How about you have a podcast, take off Max Kellerman? How about you interview some of your clients? Ask their backstory, how you approach them to sign to Clutch Sports. How about you just make a podcast like that? Why do you have to be an agent that has a podcast that speak on other teams and other players that aren't your clients? How about you do that? Do everybody a favor, shut up, be an agent. If you want a podcast, interview your clients. But that's neither here nor there. I want to give a shout out to my followers, man, my subscribers. I love y'all, man, for real. Y'all make this channel go. I see y'all in other people's comments using Kermit the Paul, using some of the slick things that I say in my videos. I swear I wouldn't have the success or the little success that I have without y'all, man. Keep doing what y'all doing, man. Help me, help y'all. Y'all feed me, I'll feed y'all. Share the videos and all that other good shit. You hear me? But I digress. If you made it to the end of this video, hopefully you subscribe, comment, like, share the damn video. Hit the notification bell for whenever I upload it to be nice. See if there's anybody else out there that thinks like us as in me and you. Don't forget to hit that hype too. And with that being said, good day.